Shalom. This is Calvin Israel, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Bahashem. And may Yahweh give double blessings and triple blessings to the zealots and the saints that support and budget the high priest after the order of Melchizedek, Calvin Israel, and the YOZ ministries. Understand that. Alright? Now today's video lesson is Lot and the written judgment of Asians. Okay? Because the Asians are the Moabites and Ammonites in the scriptures. All right. Now we're going to get right off into this because it's some weird stuff going on with Lot. All right. We're going to get off into it and see just how perverse and wayward Lot really is. This dude is weird, man. And look, check it out. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody, from none of you Israelites. All right? We don't owe no respect to Lot. We don't come from Lot, Isaac, and Jacob. We come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Lot is twisted, man. He's warped. Understand that. Check it out. Look, we're going to get off into this. We're going to show how Lot is warped and twisted. Then we're going to bring out the judgment of the Asians, Japanese, Chinese, the Moabites, Ammonites, that comes from Lot. Okay? Now, Genesis 19:1. And there came two angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. Okay. And there came two angels to Sodom at evening, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. Okay, so he recognized these angelic men that was sent by Yahweh to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? He understood that these was just not no regular men. And he said, behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet. You see, he said, wash your feet. He didn't say he was going to wash their feet. Okay, he's not as weird as the fictional character JC, but reading on. And ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. Understand that. Yahweh sent them to abide in the street all night to tear up the streets. All praises to the Most High, the God of war, Yahweh. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house, and he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down to the city, even the men of Sodom compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. So here is this super aroused, horny, angry, gay, bisexual mob surrounding Lot's house, inquiring about these two angelic men that is in Lot's house. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. Okay, anytime we see know her or know them, that is referring to sex in the scriptures. So that's how we know that in the New Testament, Joseph did not have sex with Mary before she had gave birth to JC. Okay? Because the passage in Matthew 1, it says, he knew her not until she had her first child, JC. Okay, so he knew her not. All right, so JC is not the seed of Joseph, which means he's not the seed of David. Okay, just throwing that out there. All right. Because the people must know these things, all right? So, Joseph did not have sex with Mary. She wouldn't be the Virgin Mary. All right? So, back to this, reading on. Genesis 19:6. And Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him. So this angry, aroused, horny, gay, bisexual mob is surrounding Lot's house, and Lot went out of his house and closed the door behind him to talk to these men. All right. And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. So he called these men brethren. All right. Behold, now I have two daughters which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do you to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. Okay. Now, Lot offers his daughter as sexual objects to this angry, gay, bisexual, horny, aroused mob to do to his daughters as they see good in their eyes. All so that these men do not touch these angelic men that Yahweh sent. Now, what sense does that make? You know that these men that Yahweh sent are not like average, normal, typical men. They are supercharged angelic beings, right? In human form. Okay? And you know this, and you recognize them to be special like that. That's why you bow down to them and call them lords. Okay? So you know what they came to do. They are mighty. So what are you doing offering your daughters to be sexual objects and to be gang raped and gang banged by this mob, this bisexual mob? Why? Why would you do that, sicko? Lot is a sicko, man. And he lied. His daughters is not virgins. He lied to these men that he called his brethren. Yeah, let's go to that. Lot's daughters were married. Yeah. Genesis 19:12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters? Wait, to have son-in-laws, okay, then your daughters must be married. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters? And whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh, and Yahweh has sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters. Okay, married. Okay. His daughters were married. Okay. Not espoused. Not engaged. Married. So you offer someone else's wife. You offer someone else's wife to a bisexual mob to be gangbanged. Lot is twisted. These Asians come from Lot, a twisted, sick man. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for Yahweh will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. All right. So his sons-in-law, they stood behind because they thought that Lot was joking about Yahweh destroying the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, so they was destroyed when Yahweh rained down fire and brimstones on those cities. Reading on. And when the morning arose, then the angels hastened Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. And while he lingered, okay, so Lot didn't want to leave Sodom and Gomorrah. He lingered, right? He procrastinated. The men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hand of his wife and upon the hand of his two daughters. Like, come on, man. You are procrastinating and hesitating too much. Come on, man. No more lollygagging. Let's get out of here. Yahweh being merciful unto him. Now, mercy is given to the guilty. Just keep that in mind. And they brought him forth and set him without the city. And it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad that he said, escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, oh, not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant has found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil take me and I die. Okay, so Lot doesn't want to go to the mountains because he's afraid that some evil might take him and he might die. Maybe a wild beast might tear him apart. Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape there. Is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? Okay. So Lot requested to go to this little city. And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. So Yahweh accepted the request. He would not overthrow this small little city just so that Lot can go into this city and abide there, because he's afraid to go and abide in the mountains. Haste thee, escape there, for I cannot do anything till thou be come there. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zor. Okay. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zor. So Lot entered into Zor. He didn't go to the mountains. He entered into Zor. So we go right here to 29. Why did Lot leave Zor? And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities of the plain, God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt, Sodom and Gomorrah. And Lot went up out of Zor. Okay, so the Most High sent Lot into Zor, a little small town next to Sodom and Gomorrah. He did not destroy Zor because Lot was going to dwell there. When Lot entered into Zor safely, Yahweh rained down fire and brimstone on Sodom and Gomorrah. Then, after Yahweh did that, Lot left Zor, and Lot went up out of Zor and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him, for he feared to dwell in Zor, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his 2 daughters. He just said that he was afraid to dwell in the mountain, so he went to Zor. Okay, that's what we just read in verses 19. Okay, in verses 17 through 19. He doesn't want to dwell in the mountains because of some evil thing may take him. Yeah, an evil thing did take him in the mountains, all right. An evil spirit that came upon him that made him orchestrate terrifying his daughters, making them feel like they would never see men again, taking them out of a city where they could have remarried and had children. But he took them to himself, away from everybody, in a mountain, okay, that he was afraid to dwell in the first place. Now he's afraid to dwell in Zor. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Okay, so even Lot's daughters is sick and twisted and perverted. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. That's what he told Abraham that he didn't know. Lot is a liar. We see that Lot lied when he lied to the mob and said that his daughters were virgins. He lied to those people that he called his brethren. All right. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the Moabites is the Chinese people today. Okay. And these children of Lot's, they have those slanted eyes. They have Down syndrome. Okay, because of the blood being so thick between the father and the daughter, they came out with Down syndrome. So that's all Asians are. That's all Japanese and Chinese people are a bunch of Down syndrome children, bunch of Down syndrome people procreating, okay? And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Benanami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day. And the Ammonites are the Japanese people today. Okay? And the other Asians come from them. All right? Like the Filipinos and Koreans, when they mix. All right? So that's all in there right there. That's all we got in that there. But at the same time, let's go and check out what they look like. See, this is what they look like. Okay? You see the eyes. They have Mongolism. Yeah. Down syndrome is called Mongolism. It's offensive, and that offensive term was invented by John Down. Mongolism. But in the 1970s, they changed it and said it was offensive, that term, Mongolism, that John Down created and came up with. All right. So they called it Down syndrome and named it after John Down, the same person that came up with the offensive term of Mongolism. All right. So, yeah, they got Mongolism. They are Down syndrome people, right? They are Down syndrome people that made a nation. That's what they are. Right? Mongolism. Right? And this right here is an ancient Ammonite idol, a statue that they found in the ancient land of Ammon. And you see that the eyes resemble the eyes of Asians. And this is what they found in the land of Moab. Okay. Eyes resemble Asians. So these are the Asians. We know that, all right? Let's get back into the scriptures and let's get into their judgment, because these people, oh, they got a harsh judgment. They got a harsh judgment coming. Let's go to the law first. We got to go to the law first. Deuteronomy 23:3. An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter into the congregation of Yahweh, even to their 10th generation shall they not enter into the congregation of Yahweh forever. So Yahweh doesn't even want their praise, okay? They are on the same level as the Edomites, all right? Like, it comes like the Edomites are like a notch above them, just like about a notch or two above them. Not very high in wickedness, okay? They're not very high above the Moabites. These white people are not very high above these Asian in wickedness, okay? They share in wickedness, all right? Because they met you not with bread and with water in the way when ye came forth out of Egypt, and because they hired against thee Balaam the son of Beor of Pethor and Mesopotamia to curse thee. Okay, so they tried to have their idols curse us, man. You know, for no reason. And we didn't have no ill will towards them, and we wasn't going against them or anything. You know, they was just hating us for no reason, wasn't trying to help us in any way. The Most High don't want their praise. They are born servants, natural born servants. And you can see that in their ways. You can see that in their profession. They love to pamper our women, you know, rub feet. They toe jam lovers. You know, these gooks and these Japs. You know, these pan-faced people, man, they going into captivity, man. Straight up. Yeah, we're going to get off into their judgment, man. Let's get off into their judgment. Let's go to Ezekiel 25. And we're going to start at verse 10. Ezekiel 25, verse 10. Unto the men of the east with the Ammonites, and will give them in possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among nations. All right, so the Japanese people is not going to be remembered as a nation. They're going to have their nation stripped from them. They're going to be stripped of their language. They're going to have their language stripped from them. They're going to have their land stripped from them. They're going to have their pagan ass customs stripped from them. Right? And I will execute judgment upon Moab, and they shall know that I am Yahweh. Understand that? So their land is going to be burnt up like Sodom and Gomorrah. Like, right? Their land, China and Japan, is going to be burnt up with fire and brimstone like Sodom and Gomorrah. Understand that? We're going to go to Zephaniah. Yeah, let's go to Zephaniah. Zephaniah 2:9. Therefore, as I liveth, therefore, as I live, says Yahweh of hosts, the Elohim of Yasha'Allah, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the breeding of nettles and salt pits, and a perpetual desolation. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. That's right, man. They going into captivity. This they shall have for their pride, because they have reproached and magnified themselves against the people of Yahweh, of hosts. Understand that? And they always mocking us. Yahweh will be terrible unto them. What? No, Yahweh will be merciful unto them. Yahweh will be terrible unto them. No, Yahweh will be forgiving unto them. Yahweh will be terrible unto them, for he will famish all the gods of the earth, and men shall worship him, every one from his place, even all the isles of the heathen. That's right. Understand that. So their land is going to be burnt down like Sodom and Gomorrah for all of their wickedness and all of their crimes and all of their blasphemies and all of their abomination and all of their mouse and rat eating and feeding us secretly, cats and dogs in their restaurants that's in our neighborhoods. Yeah, man. They doing all kind of wickedness over there in their land, over there in China, making chimeras, hybrid, cross mixed with human and animals. You know what I'm saying? They got that over there in their labs over there, man. You know, making artificial suns and all of that. Yeah, man, these people got to go, man. These people got to go into captivity. These people got to be detained. These people got to be controlled, man. These people are heathens, man. Right? Thinking they did something. Right? And they in cahoots with Esau and the other nations to keep us down, hooking up with Edom to oppress us. All right? Yeah, man, these Asians, these Japanese and Chinese people, man, they got to go, man. They got to go into captivity, man. Thus says Yahweh. Jeremiah 48 and 46. Woe be unto thee, O Moab, the people of Shamash perishes. Shamash is an ancient Moabite idol. The people of Shamash perishes. So we say these idols' names as teachers for teaching purposes. We really shouldn't be saying these idols' names, okay? Because this is a commandment, but for teaching purposes, so that y'all know what we talking about. You know, Yahweh allows us as the teachers to say this. All right? But to the people that we teaching, to our people, to the students, all right, to those that's listening and learning, abide by this, all right? And it's a commandment that we do not mention the name of other gods, all right? But their idol perishes, for thy sons are taken captives, and thy daughters captives. That's right. Understand that. In the kingdom, all you're going to see is Japanese and Chinese girls hanging from trees. Chinese girls hanging like ZZs on my jeans. Understand that. Yeah, they going into captivity, man. And they will go into hardcore slavery, brutal captivity. And the women will be ravished. Understand that, man. Isaiah 13 and 16. All right. Jeremiah 48 and 47, reading on. Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days, says Yahweh. Thus far is the judgment of Moab. Yeah, so we are in the latter days. And Yahweh says that these Chinese people are going into captivity. He will bring them into captivity in the latter days. Okay? Because Moab never been into captivity, man. When you go right up here, you go up to 11. Moab never been in captivity. These Chinese people never been into captivity, man. All right? Moab have been at ease from his youth, and he has settled on his lees, and has not been emptied from vessel to vessel, neither has he gone into captivity. Neither has he gone into captivity. Therefore, his taste remained in him, and his scent is not changed. Okay? So he has a strong pride about himself, man. All right? Because he ain't been broken in yet by slavery. He hasn't been humbled yet by slavery, man. But what Yahweh say, he will do it, though. He will do it to him in the latter days. Right? Yet will I bring again the captivity of Moab in the latter days. Captivity. Yeah, so they going into captivity. Understand that. And this is their judgment. All right? All these Asians are going to hell. Our kingdom, your hell forever. Right? Mocking us and all of that, man. Not aiding us or helping us. When you knew that these white men was torturing us in America, man, over here, man, and y'all still ain't tried to aid us or help us or anything and assist us in anything, man. Yeah, y'all going into captivity, man, making us slaves to build the Great Wall of China. Yeah, mocking us and mocking our God. Yeah. Committing all of those child sacrifices to your idols. Yeah, Yahweh tell us what they do. Yahweh tells us what these heathens do, what these Gentiles do with their idols. They sacrifice children to these idols, man, and they still do it secretly today. The Illuminati and all. All right? Yeah, man. So, we're going to go to what? Psalms 83, because they hooked up too with Esau to try to keep us down, keep us oppressed, and cut us off from being a nation, man. All right? The tabernacles of Edom. All right? Edom, the white man, is the first on the list. And the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, they're the second on the list. They really mix with Esau, with the white man, you know. They real cruel to us. And Moab, all right. Moab is in the top 3, man. These Chinese people, man. All right. They got in on it. They're in on it. And oppressing us. And keeping us exiled. All right. So, their judgment is coming. Their judgment is due. All right. All praises to the Most High. Right. And they assisted Esau in making viruses and all of that. All of their sins, man. All of their sins has reached towards the heavens. And judgment is due now in these latter days. And they will not escape judgment. Not even by death. Not even by death will these heathens escape judgment. Because Yahweh is going to bring them back to life on the second earth where the Israelites are in rulership. And they will enter into our kingdom and live amongst us in our cities. These Chinese people, these Japanese people, these Filipinos, these Cambodians, these damn Koreans, these Asians, they will live amongst us in the kingdom, amongst us in our cities as slaves. All right? Beat down and banned from the temple of Yahweh. Understand that. All praises to the Most High Yahweh forever and ever. and their land will be burned up like Sodom and Gomorrah. They're not going to have their own land. In the kingdom, they're going to live in the Israelite cities amongst the Israelites as slaves. Slaves!